Hello, I'm Benny Westside, and this is my non-spoiler discussion of the Marvels. I'm hoping to do a spoiler review later on, hopefully with at least one or two guests, preferably on stream. So uh, I'll let you know about that once I figure things out. But for now, I wanted to do this non-spoiler review. Um, if you don't know, Captain Marvel's my favorite superhero. I've been looking forward to this movie quite a bit. The trailers seemed super exciting, and I was just very hyped to see the next chapter. Um, I actually really liked this movie. Contrary to all the negative, it wasn't even reaction; it was pre-action to the movie. Uh, I was still very hopeful, and they delivered on my hope. I loved it. It was a great time. I had a lot of fun. I was surprised a lot, laughing a lot. It was very enjoyable. But I wanted to, talk about it a little bit, discuss some of the key points, and then maybe you can decide whether it's a movie for you. And in the comments, you can tell me what you disagree with. Overall, in the movie, I thought the action was really well done. It was thrilling scenes. Uh, you might know from the trailers, this power, they switch places when they use their powers. I thought that was used very well. It kept it very spicy and exciting, and I liked that. And the story overall was solid. It wasn't anything mind blowing, but it was a fun watch. Um, the three main characters and the chemistry between them, the relationship between them was really good. I bought it. They bonded fast, obviously in the span of the story, but I bought it. Kamala Khan was already a fan of Carol, so I don't know. I thought it worked for me. Um, Speaking of the characters, I think Kamala Khan was amazing. She was the heart and soul of the movie. Iman Vellani did a great job to portray that excitement and what somebody like what a teenager would feel being pulled into this situation with her idolized superhero and Nick Fury. It was really well done. I thought she was fantastic. Brie Larson was good. Like I've liked her portrayal of the character. She gives Captain Marvel this like rigidity, this stoicness, and I like it because the character has this both um, Kree background and military background, as well as something that comes from having her memory wiped. I've liked that. I think they stripped that a little bit on this one. Um, at this point in the movie, Carol Danvers should be about 50, 60, I think. I don't think Brie Larson acted like a 60-year-old. And I understand it's a 30-year-old's body, but I feel like maybe like Steve Rogers or Bucky Barnes, those characters, maybe they don't act 100, but they have a little more um, it's not oldness, but gravity maybe. Um, I think in trying to make this movie more fun, they didn't let Brie Larson keep her stoic nature. Uh, it worked overall, but I did notice that she didn't behave like a 60-year-old. But overall, I still like her. She looks amazing in it. She's asked to do many things in this movie, and I was surprised. I don't want to get into it, but like in the musical Planet, she has to do something, um, and I was like, "Wow, she did that!" I don't know. It was good. It was very surprising. I liked her portrayal. While we're on the topic of the musical Planet, that was one thing that for me was like, I don't. they kept it very brief. There's a planet where people have to sing to communicate, and they kept it brief to not, derail the movie. But even with that brevity, I didn't love it. If they had better written, like properly written songs, like "I'm Just Ken," something like that, something catchy. But then maybe they thought, if we're gonna keep it brief, why compose something very specific and elaborate for this? I don't know. That I didn't love, but I appreciated that they kept it brief. Um, and then in the beginning of the movie, there's a scene where, to illustrate Kamala's love for Captain Marvel, she is like writing this comic slash cartoon, like animation, and it's an animation sequence. I think in that scene they like pushed the cuteness a little bit. For me, it was okay, but it was early on in the movie, and I felt like, oh, I can see the trigger people getting up and leaving at this moment. So there's a couple of those. For me, it was overall fine. Even the musical Planet, even though I didn't love it, it was the musical stuff was brief, and they went into more exciting stuff. Um, okay, that was a detour. Sorry. Let's get back to the actors and characters. Tiana Paris as Photon. Uh, she was good in the role. I don't think she was like um, mind blowing, but she did a good job. Um, she had this reservation about uh, Carol Danvers, and also there were some emotional seeds with her mom. I would have liked to see those things explored further. Like Brie Larson is an Academy Award winning actress. Utilize her. Spend some time on the um, emotional beats. Show us what it means, what happened, how these characters feel. I would have liked to see like a somber period where they discuss it and like um, figure things out. Uh, both between Monica and Carol, as well as both of their relationships to Monica's mom, Maria Rambeau. I They showed a little bit of it, but I think that could have been expanded a lot, and they could have made use of their actresses. Nick Fury was fine. He was comic relief for the most part, but I liked him. I mean, Sam Jackson always, whenever I see him, I enjoy his performance. Kamala's family, I really liked. They were lovely from her show, and in this one, they're just so supportive of her, and it was refreshing and beautiful to see. They drop in little bits of like their Muslim culture. Not that they talk about it, but their reactions to things. I really appreciated that. It wasn't like pushing it in people's faces, but I loved seeing it, hearing it. I felt like they're showing a part of me. I felt represented. I enjoyed it. For me, that was great, and to see that on a major Hollywood movie intended for big crowds, regardless if people, you know, uh, choose not to see the Marvels for some reason. Anyway, I liked it. For me, I appreciated Marvel doing that, and I thought the actors did a great job. They show a lovely family with a lot of love and a lot of support, and I really liked that. Um, the villain, okay, the villain, the actress is Hiddleston's wife, and the movie dropped the same night as the Loki finale, which I thought was kind of funny. But anyway, she was all right. What she was doing, why she was the villain. Oh wait, why she was the villain is something that happened off screen, between the first Captain Marvel movie and this one. I feel like that would have been amazing to see. Whether in like as the prelude scene of this movie or like what they did with Werewolf by Night on Disney Plus, I would have liked to see that. Captain Marvel did something. That's what I don't want to spoil anything. I would have liked to see that. I think that could have been something really fun and pretty thrilling to watch. Anyway, so because of that, Zawe Ashton's character, Dar-Benn, is the villain. Her motivations are okay. Her goal is alright. It's not like... Honestly, it's not that much different from Ronan, to be honest with you. But, anyway, it was okay. I don't like color contacts. And she has colored contacts the whole movie. And, it prevents me from liking... Or, it dampens the character's likability for me. Which was actually the case for Kate Bishop in the Hawkeye show. Like, why are you putting color contacts on Haley Steinfeld? Is Kate Bishop's eye color that important to her character? Anyway, the villain was okay. Yeah, I don't want to spoil what happens and how they handle the situation. Overall, I think the story was good. It was a fun time. It's not one of the greatest of the MCU, but in the phases after Endgame, I thought it was up there. I know that's not saying much, but and maybe I'm more biased than most people talking about this movie, but I liked it. I thought it was one of the better ones we got since Endgame, so I had a great time. I'm hoping to see it again tomorrow, this time in IMAX. Opening night, I wasn't able to make it to the IMAX screening, so I went to a regular one. I want to see it again in IMAX. And then, oh yeah, of course, let's talk about end credit scenes. There's one that's literally right at the end. I wouldn't consider it a part of the story. That's why it feels like an end credit scene. But it's before the credits. And then there's one in the middle of the credits. Both of them were great. They're the type of end credit scenes that we like. The first one is like a new chapter, setting up something else. And then the second one, people act like it's setting up something, but for me, that's not. I don't think it's necessarily setting that up, and that's not what I was excited about. I was excited. I'll talk about it later. Most people are excited about one thing. I was excited about another thing in that end credits scene. You might guess, but if you've seen it, anyway, I liked it. I thought it was great, and based on what happened in the end of the movie, with one of the Marvels, I knew basically what was probably going to happen in the end credits scene, and that is what happened, and that really excited me. I hope we get to explore that in the future of the MCU, because I think that dynamic and that relationship and those emotions, I think that would be really exciting to see. I think they can do a great job. With all that, that was my review of the Marvels. I don't think it needs. I don't know if I'm gonna score it. I thought it was really good. I can accept that it might not be for everyone, but I think it was a good movie, and I'll enjoy rewatching it many times. I hope to see more of both Ms. Marvel and Captain Marvel and Photon. and I want to see them follow through with what they're showing in the end credit scenes, and I'm hopeful. That this was a good movie for me. So thank you for listening to me talk about the Marvels. I hope to see you in the hopefully in the spoiler review. Thank you.